How are you learning to do more with less?
Oh, I think that whole turn of phrase is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. And I hate it when people say, we have to learn to do more with less. It's the stupidest thing in the world. That's like saying, I know you're stupid, but you have to try and figure out how to make it in the world. It's like, why would you start with what you don't have? How about learn to do more with what you have?
Mm-hmm.
In other words, let's start with not a comparison. Less compared to what? Compared to what you used to have? Compared to what somebody else has?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a ridiculous notion that you start with the fact that you even have less. Why not just be grateful for what we have? Now, what are we going to do with that? I hate the phrase, do more with less. I think it's ridiculous and counterproductive and demoralizing. The question is, how do you learn to do more with what you have? And simply being grateful for with what you have, and these are the tools and these are the resources, like we got one hammer and one nail, what are we going to do? You know? My friend Charlie Kim, who runs a company called Next Jump, you know, the way he approaches innovation is very similarly, which is very often when organizations have an idea, let's say something like they want to build a website, you know, they come up with what the ideal should be and they start trying to build it, and it never turns out exactly what they imagined, and they spend most of their time trying to fix it, right? Charlie's idea is, what is the simplest, cheapest, easiest thing you could do right now that would succeed? Do that. Mm-hmm. Okay, now that that's done, what's the simplest, easiest, cheapest improvement that you could make that would make it better right now? Do that. Okay, now that you've done that, what's the cheapest, simplest, easiest thing that you could do to improve upon that? And what you start to see is those people are trying to fix the thing that they imagined here, and Charlie started here, but eventually you surpass it.
Yeah.
And while they're still trying to fix it, your thing is way better.
Yeah.
And so it's not about doing more with less. It's not starting by saying we're starting with a deficiency or a deficit. Yeah. It's saying, but these are our resources.
Right.
What can we do with our resources?
Mm-hmm.
And you do that. So that's how I approach it.